Hello, everybody. Good evening. This is going to be your daily. The next 24 to 48 hours of things you might see, hear, or experience. I hope everybody's doing well, doing good, and enjoying the weekend, eh? Well, eh? Alrighty. Let's get it started. Here we go. Angels and guides. Hey, LJ, welcome in. Guides, those are the highest. Good, please. First timing. I see the death card. There's some changes. And, the Master Maker. Tell me more, please. Oh, there's some fear around this. Nope, not gonna happen. Wow. Honesty with Tam. Honesty with the Oak Man. Okay. We got Tam here. He's looking at a situation, some sort of change, but there's some fears here, but they're not real fears. The Hobjob is someone who's got like imaginary fears, or it's almost like, nope, I'm not gonna let it. You can see the crisscross there. Sorry, old song just popped in my head when I said that. But it's crossing it out like, nope, with this master plan. What is this? It's the dolphins. It's being in tune with each other. It's collaborating. It's like, maybe we could do this, and just, I don't know, somebody's just coming up with a plan. And it comes with the bouquet. You don't say. It's like Tam here, whoever Tam is in your life, is sitting and looking at a situation, and they want to come up with a plan because it's the master maker. That's what they do. They come up with things to master, but it almost seems like it's an impossible situation. And using the intuition here, and it's like you got all this stuff going on in the middle, and it's between Tam and the Oak Man at the bottom, or at the end of it. So it's between these two. And with Tam, who does not say much, he just feels it. It's just, you wouldn't know, but they just want to play. They want to have effective communication about being open. That's what's sticking out to me on this. The key word that's sticking out to me on here is like openness. Are they open to doing this? Do they want to? This one is seeing us. That's what the, there's a worry here. Somebody's worried about something. What are they so worried about? Show me that. The Fox. Mask. Hidden. Oh. Say what? So somebody might have red hair. I'm seeing that. And it's hidden. Something is hidden here. And then you got another woman over here, which that fell right there. And for some reason, I want to move it, but it's good right there. What is going on? Hey, Jean, welcome in. The Child and the Phoenix. It's like there's a new beginning that's on the table. And it's like somebody wants to be playful. Somebody wants to play here during this time frame. Why does it feel like, oh my God, I don't think you guys can see what I'm seeing. This one here, where my eyes keep going to, This one is like cutting their eyes at this one, and this one's cutting their eyes back at that one. It's like set up like that. I don't know who these people are, but that's exactly how I'm seeing it. And what is going on here? This could be a situation between two women. It doesn't have to be, you know, like the redhead could be Tam, and this one over here could be the Oak Man. Quite possibly it can be, because I don't know, the hair is very flowy and curly, and if you want to look at it with all the roots and everything here, could be the same exact thing. So what is happening here? But she's got like a snide look on her face. What is going on here between these two women? It feels like two women here more than anything. What is going on? Four of Wands. I see the Empress at the bottom of the deck. So we got the Four of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. This could be same sex. It could be. Because you got 10 of Pentacles, long term. This could be family. You've got the home. There is some loss, some disappointment, balancing resources. There's disappointment here. See, I'm telling you, somebody definitely has red hair. I'm seeing it even in this card. A red tint or something. I don't know. So that could be significant. But they are the ones who is feeling this disappointment, this loss, this whatever is going on. That's probably why they're looking that way. I'm telling you, the look on this one's face is like not pleased at all. And what is going on with that? King of Wands, leadership. Hey, African. They are super defensive. They are persistent. Queen of Swords. This feels like I am disappointed in your actions. I am disappointed, or I am just, they're mad. And she's got her sword. What is going on with this woman here? It's very interesting. Yes, on the next live I do questions. What is going on with this one here, though? Why is she... Oh, my goodness. Two of Wands. Planning. Page of Cups. King of Swords. Emperor. But this one over here isn't even caring about what's going on with this one, because this one here has got like a different path and something like her head's in the clouds and it's over a King of Swords and an Emperor. Feels like being honest, but there is a juggling here because you got the Two of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, and 7 of Cups. There's options here. I have no idea. This could be, honestly, anything. I have no idea what kind of trickery is this. What is going on between the two women here? What is actually going on between them? It's their status. And the message, it's the writer, the Devil. This could be two friends. They once were friends and something happened. A ripple had happened or something. I don't really know. And unexpected. And something happened unexpectedly, which created a hornet's nest, which is like the epiphany of a vital situation. Somebody got stung in this situation. And it's like trying to avoid the extreme. I'm trying to, see, somebody might want to come and talk. They want to talk about it. They want to, I don't know, almost feels like, well, I didn't know that would offend you, or I didn't know it's a complicated situation. And it almost feels like somebody's just like, I don't want to deal with this. Hey, AK, welcome in. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. It's just complicated because there is the Celtic. This could be family of some sort. And the world, there's a duty to protect, or it could be just two, but I don't know who these people are. I really don't. It's not really making a lot of sense. But there's like fast, quick conversation happening. And this one's mad. Well, I was gonna say I can dig in and see what's they're so mad about. But it almost feels like, but do we really, Yeah, it has been. I'm so glad you're back. So there's just a juggling. This could be anything. I don't know. The main point that I'm seeing here is there's two women, two feminine energies here. And a part of me wants to be like, because the energy feels like I'm not even worried about that. Let's back this up just a little bit. I'm not even getting any music with this. This one's mad. The one that's resonating with red hair, red tint, something like that. They're upset. They're mad. They have disappointment in this one over here. But it feels like this one is almost like, because it's like her head is in the clouds because she's talking to, because it comes with the King of Swords, the Emperor, and the Eight of Wands. So I don't know if this has to do with the dude. I don't even know what this even has to do with. What does this have to do with? Show me that. So we can at least figure out what this is even about. Being stuck, Eight of Swords. Knight of Cups. The Empress. Ten of Cups. This is family. This is a family situation. Or somebody who feels like family. That's what this situation is. And it feels like one upset the other, which is typical. That's normal. What is the point? What do they want? Because this one here, the one that feels disappointed or whatever, that's coming with wanting to have effective communication and come back together. Because and see, even here, with the Ten of Pentacles, that says family on there. So this is family. And then you got the Four of Wands, which is home. So what is Temperance? And Two of Cups, that's what's wanted, is to temper the whole coming back together. So if something's happened with, hey, Christine, if something's happened with somebody, I don't know, they're going to reach out. Well, they're feeling like they want to reach out. Queen of Cups. Yeah, there's Five of Cups again. With the Ten of Pentacles. And they want to just reach out. And I just keep hearing that, I'm sorry. Oh, maybe they just want to say they're sorry. But remember, this is coming from Tam. Tam doesn't speak. He just feels a lot. So One person in this dynamic could be feeling like that's what they want to do, and they just don't do it yet. They're not ready. Yeah, no, they're not. You've got the watching. That is going to drive me nuts because a lot of these cards, even there, it's like a darker red, but there's red there. So I don't know. They're just watching. Just, you guys, seriously, I am telling you. It is the Four of Wands with Justice. This person has red in their hair. If you're curious, they do. Ten of Pentacles. It's the whole thing. They want balance and justice back in the dynamic. That's what they want. So they're going to, it feels like they're just trying to figure out what to do. They're coming up with a master plan to fix this situation. Okay, so during this time frame, I heard chirp chirp, and what were those that I heard? You call me on my cell phone, something. I don't know what that is, or was it a two-way or something? I don't know, but it just, to me, that's just letting me know that somebody's going to try and reach out and fix something or attempt to, because they're definitely feeling it in the energy that that's what they want to do, is fix the balance in the home, which the home is anything. That's the foundation. So it just feels like there's a order for needing to have a fix, and somebody's just going with their intuition because there's a fear here. They're afraid of it. The ladybug. Balance. It's a massive need for balance. Interesting. Or maybe somebody's just trying to feel like, I need everything to be balanced out so I can manifest. And I don't want any weird energy around. And I don't know. It feels like a lot of chitter chatter, because I can hear that too. Okay. That was an interesting one. Alrighty. How about overnight and into the morning? What can you tell me, please? Overnight and into the morning time. What do we have happening? Dun, 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 dun. Tam again. This could be different people. Tam with Las Guna. The initiation, the little trickster with some courage. And that's interesting. It's a shock. It's the Oak Man. This one's Tam's looking right at her. They're in the same position. We got Tam down here. What is this? Nobody's doing anything right now in this situation at this time. It's like everybody's both just sitting. You guys might sit like each other. Like, I'm telling you, these two are doing the exact same thing. So you might just be sitting. And this one's staring and watching. And I don't know. What is this? Shuffle this deck. One of you guys might have really long fingers and the other one might have really long toes. I don't know why that's poking out or like popping out the cards to me, but I mean, yeah, still really long fingers and the other one's got really long toes. But there's a shock. because it's the gotcha. And it's like trying to break a pattern, get something to go to the next level. What is going on here between Taeyong and Los Lunas? What is that? Steering clear, being in control, maybe holding back. Well, that's what Las Lunas does. She like holds back and then waits and then just jumps into action. Yeah, there's a restriction here. The avalanche. Uncontrollable. It's building momentum. What? The separation. The path. This might be where these two, nobody's talking, obviously. I always say that with Taeyong. I was just saying that a minute ago, too, about Taeyong. But it's kind of like, you got the Hierophant with the eagle. And the hostile environment or whatever. That immediately, and we don't discuss that type of stuff. I don't like to discuss it. I do not get involved in it. But it feels like this one's sitting back now. They want to say something. It feels like they might have seen something, heard something, whether it be news, whatever. But it's kind of like, this is foreign affairs. This is something, it's a strange, something like that with this island. And then you've got a situation where it is like an avalanche. It was completely unexpected. I think that's why Gotcha is here. The shock is here. And with me seeing the Hierophant with the eagle, and when it even came down, that's what it felt like. Like somebody was trying to challenge somebody else's perspective on something. Don't do that. I mean, you can if you want to. I'm just saying that's immediately different perspective. I went to pick up this deck, and then this deck came up, and it came with the Hanged Man and the Knight of Pentacles. It feels almost like somebody is moving very slowly. What is this? The Moon. Answer is unknown. Like, will this person walk away? Why even discuss it? Two of Wands. Choose a path. There's two paths here. Well, we've seen that with the crossroads. So during this time, you have Taeyong who isn't really saying anything. It's like they're sitting there watching her, watching this one, and wanting to say something and find out something. The Hermit. They're not together. He's just watching. But it is like trying to learn stuff. It feels like stuff. Getting all the contents of the book. The Fool. Queen of Swords. The Magician. This one over here, Las Lunas. It's just not even. She already knows what she wants. It feels like I'm not playing any of those games. It is. I don't know what is going on with these two. What is happening? Tell me something real. What's really going on here? Because it's like, Las Lunas here, that feels like the Queen of Swords here. It's like standing on business. That's exactly what she'd be doing, is standing there waiting to just jump in. But she loves an adventure. It's discovering the self. It's doing all of that. And this one's just watching and almost feels like fascinating and wants to ask a bunch of questions, but they're asking the wrong questions. Or they're getting ready to ask the wrong questions. And see, it's the Broom. They want to redo. Oh my gosh. It's unexpected end. See, that's why you've got a tippy toe. Tippy toe, tippy toe. And detour. Okay. This might be somebody you've dealt with in the past. And the reason why they're not saying anything yet is because they've already been sent off your path. It already ended abruptly, or they just ended. And now they are trying to start something new with you again, but they have to handle it differently. And she's just not even trying to be bothered. She's over here in her like little, I don't know, I want to say tower. Could be a tower, I don't know. But she's just trying to manifest and focus, and she's standing on business right now. This is the time to do that because it's prime time to manifest. That's what she's doing. And it's like, I heard studying for an exam. Aren't we in summer? I mean, we are in the summer. Maybe there's somebody studying for some sort of exam or something that's coming up. I have no idea. I just know there's that. And could be studying on what it is that they're trying to do and have happen. Anything. But what's going on with this Las Gunas character? Death and the Ace of Cups. She already ate that one. Like, nope, I'm leaving it. I'm moving on. She's been filling up her own cup. I love these cards. She's been drinking her own cup. It's like, I don't want any, I don't know. What is the Tower or the Gotcha? What is that? What are you so shocked about? This feels like nonsense. The Seven of Swords. You're shocked by a, what's the Seven of Swords? It's Nine of Cups. Page of Cups. You don't trust this person who's coming back. The Hierophant. You don't see everything as to why they're even coming back or why they are trying to message you or anything. You don't even want to look at it, which makes sense. You're over here doing you. Knight of Swords. I don't know what is going on with this energy. But it's like, I think because I try to rush in and say something to her, and she's just minding her own business, doing her own thing. Ace of Cups, and she's loving it. This feels like an energy of do not disturb my peace. I want my peace. And then you've got Mr. Tam over here, which Tam is normally really, really sweet. Oh, because there was a pattern that was here. So they tried to come back in with the same old song and dance. And it's not going to work. It's just not. I feel like I've been there, done that, had that, recited the same thing myself. I don't want that. Okay, so you put down boundaries with this person. You're good. And Page of Cups. What happens after all of that? The Page of Cups moment. It feels like they try to be gentle, or they start out really slow. Queen of Wands, the Devil. I heard sexy and I know it. Then what? This person thinks that you are sexy or something like that. I don't know. It's the Queen of Wands with the Devil. But I heard sexy and I know it. Do not flatter yourself, buddy. The Lovers. Oh my God. Go away. Six of Cups. This is somebody from your past. You've already been like, yeah, see, and they played mind games. What is going on? Ick. It feels like a massive ick. And no. You are, okay, yeah, see, and then you got the Nine of Swords. And moving forward, you're rising above like all of the competition. You're just not going to deal with any of it. This feels like nonsense. Honestly, the energy feels like nonsense. And of course, if they come in like, I'm sexy and I know it, I would close the door so fast. Like, okay, you are not the devil. No. What happens with Las Guna? Let's focus on the feminine here. It just feels like you guys just minding your own business, knowing I've got things to do. Page of Cups. You could be, it's interesting because now that's showing to me. You could be putting stuff into a cup. The world. You're letting things go because you know what it is. You know what time it is. You know that you need to have the energy good and positive, and it feels like you're working on self and working towards what it is that you want. Tell me about Las Lunas here. The Emperor. You're taking charge. This Emperor can very well be you. You are taking charge of what it is that you want. Really? Wow. Ten of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Cups. You're sitting by yourself and out of nowhere an opportunity comes in. It feels like because you've been working on money or your abundance and your healing. You've been doing all that. So no wonder you don't want to deal with this over here. And that might be why this one's coming out, is because this one comes out as like being a smooth operator. They used to always been able to be smooth, and they're just not. That ain't it type of energy. And you are just, what is the moving forward? Six of Swords. And wow, you've got the Chariot. You're not even fazed by it. I think you're more shocked of the audacity that this one has to come in and make it seem like it's ew. It just feels like ew. So, okay, during this time frame, you're just moving on. And I think that you're focused and you're doing things that you need to do. And someone, maybe they make you laugh at what they say, but they show up in somehow, however they're able to connect with you. And you just laugh at them like, boy, why? Go away. I am reading a book. I have got nothing to do with any of that. I don't know. And then maybe after that, they're just like, I'm sexy and you know it. Like, no, you're not. Like, that was so like 5 years ago. Which, I don't know why I even said that. That's weird. Maybe years ago, you would have dealt with that and accepted that. But you have done the work. You have been on the journey long enough that now you don't accept that type of behavior or any of that. So you don't want that. And this one's just been stuck because they're stone. This one hasn't really changed. But aren't you supposed to, like, after like every 5 years, you should be growing and learning. You shouldn't be still in the same place. You should be growing from that, I guess. I don't know. This feels like somebody from the past just tries, and yeah, you close the door. All right. And plus, I would pay attention because that was the overnight to the morning. I would pay attention to the time when this person reaches out, because really, no, that's really what that feels like. Ick. All right. How about right before we come back? What do we have coming in right before we come back? What is the energy looking like? The sun. The sun might be really bright. And the gnome. And then the communication. I see that. Huh. You've got some knowledge and gracefully accepting change. And then there's the hope. at the bottom of the deck. So you've got Solus, which is masculine energy. That's sun energy. It's bright. It might really be like really bright out. And it comes with Tam, which is breaking patterns, the trickster. Looking at something, somebody's got a new viewpoint. This could be the masculine. They've got a change of viewpoint, a fresh look. Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. They communicate. But it's Kilo the slow and gracefully accepting change for some new hope. What is going on here? What is this? Okay, so they had a distorted view or something was muddled. They had some mental fog of something like a storm. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. This one now sees what was blocking. It's the world with the cross, and then you've got the child. It's a new perspective. And what is the communication? I mean, it's over the parrot, though. So this person might have come in and said the same thing before. It's the moon. The fish. The Celtic knot. Yes. They might come in and talk to you or do this. That's weird. I don't know why I want to say that. But it feels like they show affection with money, but they really like adore you in some sense. And then you got the chandelier, which talks about like elegance and refined, and it goes public. Like, I heard you, and I want to indulge. What? The house. The emperor. Oh man, and then the return. Oh my god, I just heard that song. I can't hit that note. What? I can't hit that note. I can't. I'm not gonna try. I'd embarrass myself. It's basically like Daddy's home. Who? What home? The stepping stones. No. It feels like it took a thing. No, I'm not saying that. Mm-mm. That almost went to be like a really bad joke. I'm not doing that. It doesn't have to be that, though. It does not have to be that. That's just what I heard was that. And what? It's like gracefully accepting the changes and gracefully just letting it flow with the bars of the water. And there's some hope that's coming in, and they want to, I don't know. I mean, I am seeing the child with the father here too, but what am I talking about? A 4 of Cups. There's a masculine. Oh, did you get hurt? That was not nice to say. There is a contemplation here. Somebody's feeling disconnected or defeated, and they like woke up and realized why, and now they I don't know. 10 of Wands. Oh wow, they felt burdened, stressed, burnt out. That's because they were messing around. I don't like this energy. I don't understand how this would be for everybody. Strength. The confidence. Hold on. I feel like that is for somebody specific, very specific. And okay, show me what it is, and I have to see for the collective. That was weird. That's never really happened. What is this with the Emperor here and the house? And something's going slow and gracefully. What is that? My nose. It's disappointment. Injustice. The Fool. It feels like somebody had a reality chat. I think you've already dealt with this a long time. Why did this? I don't know. It might be, wow, everything's 7 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. Maybe it has to do with the timing of what is going on here. But again, this feels like before we come back, there is a masculine energy. I mean, you could be in your masculine energy. It just doesn't, it just basically seems like somebody's having a different viewpoint, a new perspective on things and what went down, what happened. This could have been, it doesn't have to be a long time ago. This could have been just the other day, anything like that. But something got blocked because you got the 7 of Wands. Somebody's standing their ground, blocking something because they were stabbed. They felt defeated. And it's because of the actions of somebody. And then you've got the disappointment, Justice, Fool, and 10 of Pentacles. And the World. It's like, I'm not dealing with that anymore. I just don't want to. Maybe that's what it's going to be. A couple days of like just accepting what is and moving forward. And somebody else realizes you're not doing that anymore. Results in growth. You're probably going to look back on things that once before you would have accepted. And you see like the milestones, the 6 of Swords. Wow. You see how far you've come. Or somebody talks to you about how far you have come, which is important because it helps with the continuation because we don't always see it when we're in the midst of it and we're doing all this and just all that. And it's just like something's been going really slow. Something's been going really, really slow, but however, that's interesting. You might know somebody who's older. They could be watching you. They don't have to be in the bushes. It's just kind of how it looks. But they've been watching you slowly, like, accept the change and letting things kind of go. And it's like, wow. And you've done a lot of work. Closing out cycles and achievements. The Hierophant. Higher learning, your beliefs. Aw. It just feels like if you think during this time before we go, and then there's the Emperor right there again. It just feels like if you've wondered if anybody's ever noticed, not that you're doing it for anybody else but yourself, but if you thought that it was going unnoticed or something like that through the changes that you've been doing and the work you've been doing on yourself, somebody's noticed. It could be a father figure. And it's just, it feels like you did a higher learning. 9 of Swords, sleepless nights, boundaries, 9 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. And everything that you have really wanted, you're now going to be collaborating with someone. Teamwork. That's interesting. The Ace of Swords just came out too. It's a victory. Basically, this is like a victory for you. And so before we come back, you're going to be really, really feeling like this victory because things have just transformed. Conflicted. Nine of Pentacles. This might have been something where it took you a long time. You were conflicted with like certain success and achievements and independence and all of that. And some might wonder if they've made it to that part. You have made it to that point. You have. And I mean, honestly, we do talk about that a lot when, you know, it always comes up where it's like, oh my goodness, it's a guy or a boy or whatever. We do. But generally, that's not really typically. I just read what comes in for the day or whatever. And it's fun. It's jokey. It's all of that. But this feels like this is a time for someone to actually know you've done a lot of work. You've come a long way. And I think before we come back, that gets acknowledged. You see it somehow. You get to cut down your harvest now. And you just like overcome a lot. Even like sleepless nights and all of that. The mountain, you've climbed the mountain. Your strength. You've solved problems. The blueprint. And you've changed. You might have had to let go of a lot of people too. And maybe that's why people keep trying to come back right now. And they will. Because you've changed. But that's what I said a little bit ago. That's what we're supposed to do. The air. It's likely, it's developing. That's the element of air. And I don't know, you might be going over like a milestone or something before we come back. Just whatever this part is that you get like it feels like a significant notion that somebody's been watching you all along. And it feels like they're proud. They see the hard work that you've done. And you've done it by yourself. So that's within like healing and understanding and all of that. Wow. And then you've got the double rainbow. I heard you done good, kid. I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. Wow. But there's definitely hope that's coming in after that. Definitely. And the unity. With the Dark Lady. And the fairy godmother. I don't know. That's amazing though. So all right, I'm going to leave this here and I will come back on and do questions if you guys are going to be around. I always put out the notification for the questions part. But thank you guys so much for, this was kind of a windy, weird one. It went different ways. But thank you for coming in and for watching. And I appreciate all of you guys. And I will see you for another daily tomorrow. Bye, guys.